So, is this on?
There is a 300.5 ounce Samoan standing right in front of you that can rip your face off.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
What is going on, guys? How are you, Eric?
Hot take.
I'll tell you this right now. Raw was weird. This might have been the weirdest Raw I've ever seen. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm certainly not saying that in a good way.
Certainly.
I'm just saying it was weird.
It was very weird.
I don't want to get into all the details right now. We'll get to everything, but I don't understand. I feel like they're trying.
They're trying, but they don't know how to try.
They're failing.
Yes.
At trying.
Yeah.
Now, before it was, here's a match you've seen, here's a match you've seen, here's a match you've seen, credits. So now they're going, here's something weird, here's something weird,
bombardment.
Here's something weird.
Bombardment.
And you're going, okay,
yeah.
I appreciate the effort, but no.
Hey, this is different, right? Different's good, right?
Yeah,
well,
here's this, here's this,
no.
here's this, here's
Well-
this. Here's the same old thing you've already seen. Here's this, and this.
Yeah.
Bombardment.
Here's EC3. Nope, he's gone.
Here he is again.
Here he is again. Nope, he's the douche.
He's the magic man.
What?
Now
Yeah,
you see
I don't
him,
know.
now you don't.
So, EC3.
Nothing. All right,
What?
thanks.
That was his debut? That was his debut?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
What are you doing?
That's what Elias did for like a few weeks too.
Yeah, but he was a drifter.
Yeah,
like,
he
his
was a
character
drifter.
was
He
to
drifted
drift
around the country.
and they weren't even like acknowledging. They're like, "Who's this homeless guy?" It was kind of funny.
That's
Who let a
EC
homeless guy back here?
That's EC3's main roster character now.
He's the drifter.
homeless?
Yeah.
He's a very well polished, well oiled homeless man.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
just give him money because look at his body.
Right.
Look at his
Well,
body.
we know how they feel about like multi-named people.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll just be E in a few weeks.
He'll be E.
He'll just be E. We don't have time for that.
You can't even
C3.
have 3 letters.
Yeah. No, just E.
There's
Oh, here
E.
comes E.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
So-
Big E will be big. They'll get rid of his E because then we'll have 2 E's.
Ooh.
Can't have 2 E's.
Big E and bigger E.
Can't have 2 E's.
Exactly.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows that.
Yep. All right. So
Patrons, we got some.
yes, we do.
All right. How many? 1,
What is this? 11? I
2,
think?
Wow.
11.
5.
11.
Can't be more than 7,
11.
8,
11.
9.
11.
More than 10.
All right. This is stupid. Thank you to the Big Fulla.
Huh?
The big full.
The Big Fulla. Jarrett Pittsinger.
Sure.
Mike Doss. Alex Hush. Kendra Irene. Ryan Thibault.
Sure.
Yep.
Thibault. Chris Foreman. Luke Abyss.
Audrey.
No,
Aubrey.
it's Aubrey. Aubrey Addison.
Yeah.
Brian Young and Alan Berg. All brand new patrons on
Very good.
Patreon.
Oh, think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. He did it. He super kicked him.
He did.
That's the aftermath.
All right, so we have, if you're listening, we have Macho Man and Shawn Michaels action figures that Eric got us for the podcast.
They were propped up, and then we made a movement on the table, and
They
then
fell.
They fell over.
the super kick happened.
Yeah. It was like Sean was super kicking Macho.
So now we know we can't do that anymore.
Rockers Sean just super kicked USA Macho.
The All-American
Did this ever exist? I don't think this ever existed.
He's wrestled in, like not as a gimmick, but
Maybe
he's
like
wrestled
on,
like in a.
maybe on like 4th of July or something.
maybe like as the commentator on 4th of July. Sure. For the 5 minutes he was a face commentator on the 4th of July.
Yes.
Exactly.
Who attacked him on that video that's going around the internet? He's just commenting, and then someone comes from behind and just destroys him.
I don't know.
The Repo Man. I was just
Jesus.
Really?
The Repo Man.
This is who he's feuding with?
Right.
Like, man, they did him wrong. Because he had such a good second career in the NWO or whatever.
Yeah.
And WCW.
All right. Well, thank you again to those 11 people.
Great
those
job,
11
guys.
amazing people.
Yeah.
And if you want to join them, go to patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. We're going to have the Royal Rumble recap coming later this month. And then very soon, the best on the mic bracket.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's going to be cool because I'm pulling audio clips of everyone in that bracket.
And he's making himself win, so
What does that mean?
you're the best. You're just gonna say you're the best on the mic.
I'm the best. Well, I am the best on the mic. Let me prove it to you right now.
Okay.
So Ross starts in the parking lot. And
He can do
No, I'm
his
just-
look. He can do his like little pose almost.
Yeah.
those of
And
you
then
who-
he'll fall over when you clap again.
Yeah, but this like
No, I think he'll be okay.
oh
I got to bring other Sean. Look, if we keep talking about toys, we're just the Zack Ryder podcast,
Yes,
all right?
exactly.
And who wants to be that? The jobber of all podcasts.
yeah.
Hey!
The jobber podcast.
Wait,
Yeah.
who's his partner?
Kurt Hawkins.
That's right, Kurt Hawkins.
They should have just called themselves the jobber podcast.
Right.
Yeah, because then they could have talked about
That's what
more
they are.
things except for toys.
Just give it up. Just
Like-
put him down.
Like, I did. Done.
Shawn Michaels lays down for absolutely everybody.
I thought you were talking about Ryder. You're like, just put him down.
Yeah,
put him
no.
out of his
They
misery.
probably should. Macho Pin Sean. All right, so Raw starts in the parking lot
Yeah.
with a limo pulling up.
What?
And would you know it? Who gets out of the limo?
Stone Cold.
No, that's
The Rock.
stupid. No.
Triple H,
Finn Balor.
Bray
Oh,
Wyatt,
Baron Corbin. He was the GM.
Vince McMahon.
Kurt Angle.
I thought someone was going to reveal on our webpage or on Facebook. Someone, was it you that
Yeah.
posted on Twitter?
I
Like,
asked how many times have we seen this
I
on
thought
Raw?
someone was going to answer it. Like, I Googled this, and it is 430.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there was a time where he was always on the show and always getting out.
Every time.
Yes.
It has to be a limo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess at least they made something of this, but
Well, that's because Stone Cold ruined his Corvette.
true. I mean, yeah, stuff's been happening to Vince's limos for years.
Well, his limo blew up with him inside.
yeah.
Yeah, but then it didn't.
But then it didn't.
Well, but it did. He's just like Wolverine. He just seals fast.
So
Right.
next up, Braun Strowman comes out to the ring. He says he's all healed up, and at the Royal Rumble, he's going to become the Universal Champion, and Brock Lesnar's going to get these hands. So Baron Corbin comes out to the stage and tells Strowman, "You can't beat Brock Lesnar. You've already had your chances.
Yep.
But I'm going to win the Rumble and main event WrestleMania." So this, of course, pisses off Braun, so he chases Corbin backstage.
Dumb
He
move, Braun.
takes out one of the Singh brothers in the process, because fuck those guys.
Yep.
And Braun can't find Corbin, that is, until he bumps into Elias.
Baron Corbin ran his mouth, and that ain't no surprise. I know where he went, yeah, I saw it with my own two eyes. Now the monster's on a chase. There's something I think you should know. Baron Corbin's hiding. Yeah, he's down in that limo.
Hey.
I like that. That was cool.
It was cool that Braun didn't hurt him.
Yeah.
He's like,
Right.
I really would have loved one little thanks. Like, just something I think would have made that hilarious.
Right.
It would have been funny, too, if Elias was still a heel. Like, he starts singing, he's like, Baron Corbin. And he's like, just tell me where he is. And then
Why
Elias
don't you
is
just
like,
tell me where he
and then
is?
Elias is like, he's in the limo. And he runs away. So Braun takes the limo driver out of the car first, and then rips off the back door. Corbin gets out the other side and runs away. And then Vince walks up to Braun looking very upset because he fucked up his limo. And Braun actually backs away from Vince like he's afraid of him.
I kind of like that.
I did not like that.
Really?
No.
He's the freaking boss.
He's a monster.
I don't
He's
care.
not Stone Cold.
He's not a monster.
Yeah, but
he's a human man.
the only way these wrestlers are cool is if they're not afraid of authority. That's
Exactly.
The whole
He
point.
is a human man with bills and a mortgage.
Yeah,
He's like,
that's right.
I don't want to give you these hands because I need this job.
This isn't like, Big Show crying like when the authority was like,
Right.
do it, Big Show. And he's like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
So Vince is all upset. And then Vince just stands there pantomiming and we go to commercial for like
Yeah.
20 seconds. Vince is just like,
Well, he's like this. He's like, and it's like, cut the commercial.
for the love of God, go to commercial.
Jesus, come already.
So back from commercial,
I
Braun-
wonder, it's kind of funny. Again, staying in character,
Right.
staying per the storyline. That limo driver has a hell of a lawsuit.
Absolutely.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
a funny thing if,
That's-
like, just in a throwaway comment, someone's talking to Triple H and he's like, well, you have a lot of stock in the company, don't you? He goes, you know how much stock we've given away to limo drivers, to guys in the locker room, to stagehands? They own half the company.
Yeah.
Like,
Interns.
that would be hilarious.
Right.
Yeah.
all the referees we've beaten the fuck out of.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, back from commercial, Braun tries to put the door back on, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Vince yells at him and tells Braun, that's going to cost you $100,000. And Braun says, this piece of crap isn't worth $100,000. And Vince says, oh yeah? Well, fuck you. You're out of the Universal Championship match.
That comment costed him even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tells Braun he's out of the Universal Championship match with Brock Lesnar at the Rumble.
And since when is he like Kelly Blue Book?
Well, see, I
Shut
thought,
your mouth hole, Strowman.
Well, plus,
who
I
the hell
thought,
knows how much this limousine is worth?
with all the times like Vince saying like I want aggressive people, I really thought Vince was going to be like, you destroyed my limo. Great job.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know?
I'm rich.
Like
I can produce this in a minute.
Like Seth and Triple H last week. Like, you slapped my coffee out of my hand. Good. That's basically what
I
Triple H...
wanted that, but
Yeah.
good.
Good. Now give me another coffee, you schmuck.
You
So
schmuck.
Vince walks away, and Braun, pissed off about being, taken out of the match, he flips the limo. Which at this point, it's not even surprising because he flipped a fucking, what was it, an 18-wheeler or
An
the
ambulance.
semi-truck?
An ambulance,
An
which
an
is
ambulance
obviously
and-
heavier.
Yeah, and he also did the semi-truck,
Sure.
I have to watch a few strongman competitions because I'm curious. Could the strongest man in the world lift a car like a Corolla?
Lift a car.
like ripped it over.
Flip it over?
Like a
I don't
Corolla,
know.
a Prius.
There's a story that there's a
Prius?
there's a story that some of the wrestlers talk about. It's online, but they said that they saw like Mark Henry, physically move a car because it was blocking them from leaving.
Yeah, I believe that. He's a
If it
But
was a
again,
little
he's a
car-
legitimate
But again,
world's strongest man at one point.
when he
Right.
did the semi truck, we looked it up and that was like I think 10 tons or something.
It was an
stupid.
unbelievable amount of
Yeah,
weight.
Yeah.
Well, even Corey Graves like that limo's 2 tons.
Yeah.
2 tons. Don't make him Superman.
Right.
He's not the Hulk. He's a human being.
No, he's the Hulk.
You can have
No, he's Superman. He has the tattoo to prove it.
Well,
don't say 2 tons. Now you just gave him a superpower.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
again,
Right.
yeah. Well,
Even if it is, don't quote the amount of weight.
Yes.
Just be like, all right, maybe this limo was a little
Like
less
if
weight.
if he can lift up a 2-ton limo, he could carry like 19 wrestlers on his arms.
well, yeah. It was.
And he could literally pick up all 29 other men in the Royal Rumble and just throw them over the rope.
Well, again, when he lifted the semi truck, and then a few weeks later he struggled picking up Big Show. It's like,
Yes,
all right,
right,
hold on a minute.
exactly.
How many tons is Big Show?
Hold
again?
on, this wrestling math does not equate.
Well, Big Show, I think right now he used to be 2 tons. Now
2
he's gotten
tons.
kind of a slim 1 ton.
Like,
I believe he
One
lost
Right
and,
under
one
a
and a
ton.
quarter.
1.25 tons.
One
Yeah.
and a quarter tons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Braun flips the limo. A few minutes later, we see him being escorted out of the building with Corbin walking into frame laughing after Braun leaves. So it's
Right.
all part of the plan.
So Braun eliminates
What?
what?
Okay.
So Braun eliminates Corbin, guaranteed.
Oh, in the Rumble?
Yeah,
Well, sure.
Well, Corbin eliminated Braun in the San Antonio one,
yeah.
which was like,
That's
what?
That's when Corbin wasn't Corbin though. He was
mean
just
Braun
a
wasn't
schmuck.
Braun?
He
And
was
Braun
long-
wasn't Braun.
Long-haired, balding Corbin?
Yes.
With a bad gimmick? Right.
Yes.
So Corbin,
Yeah.
he's laughs and he's like, it's all
Not that
part
his-
of the plan.
That's what I
Yeah.
wanted.
Right.
It's not that his gimmick's any better.
No.
Next up, we have Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax and Tamina. Michael Cole does a live read for the movie Glass to start the match,
Huh?
which I want to see, by the way. Comes
Yeah.
out Friday.
Yes.
In case you didn't watch Raw, they mentioned it a million times.
We should go Friday.
We should.
Before work.
After a commercial break, Cole does another live read for the movie, and then we watch a trailer for it with the match on the side, like side by side.
Wow.
We watch a trailer for the movie.
I wonder if Ronda knows that they did that. Like they cut her match to the side.
Yeah.
Hey, there's
Well, she
Sha-
wasn't even tagged in.
There's Saudi money.
Yeah.
And then there's
There's Shyamalama
M. Night
M.
Shyamalan
Night
money.
Shyamalan money.
I can't wait to see.
But
what
I really wanna
I
see
can't
this
wait
movie.
to see what the twist it will be.
What a twist.
What a twist! So Sasha hits Tamina with a side Russian leg sweep and rolls it into the bank statement. Sasha gets the win without even tagging in Ronda Rousey.
Boom.
And then after the match, Caruso interviews both of them. Ronda says, a victory over Sasha at the Royal Rumble will be my greatest accomplishment as Raw Women's Champion. Of course, Sasha takes offense to that, and they have a very lame back and forth. Sasha tells Ronda, I'm taking back my Women's Championship, and you could bank on that.
Aha.
Which is, I guess, her new catchphrase.
Right.
Way to go.
Very lame. Sasha leaves the ring and heads up the ramp, but Ronda follows her, tries to reason with her, But Sasha says, "You're in my house now," and holds up the horseman sign.
Oh.
Like, yeah, 4 horsewomen.
Well,
Yeah.
again, if this leads to something later on, like we've been talking
Like in
about,
3
that was
years.
cool.
Right.
Even if it is 3 years, that's the genesis.
Right.
No, it's got to be by the
Well,
Survivor Series.
Yeah. I mean, we've been saying it for the past 2 Survivor Series. So
Yeah, but not all of them are on the main show yet. So you
No.
really have to get them all on the main show first.
Like-
then it's possible.
Jessamine Duke and
Yeah, they just debuted.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So now it's possible.
I don't know if they have to be on the main show, but now that they've had some matches in
Debut.
NXT at
Right,
least,
right,
yeah.
Right.
So a few minutes later, we see Bayley and Natalya splitting up Ronda and Sasha backstage. They're still yelling at each other, but eventually they walk away. And then Natalya and Bayley argue about who is wrong in this situation.
So dumb.
The correct answer is who gives a shit?
Sasha.
So the Riot Squad walks
I thought
up.
we were going to debate it.
Who gives a
No,
shit?
because that's stupid.
Exactly.
So the Riot
Then I'll have
Squad,
to separate you two.
the Riot Squad walks up and challenges
those guys.
Bayley and Natalya to a 6-woman tag. So find a partner. Ember Moon.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, by the way. I
Everybody.
thought 100 million% it was Ember Moon.
Yeah.
100 gazillion %.
Because it always is.
Like, book it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
That's always what it is.
We'll get to why this was so disappointing later.
So backstage, we see Heath Slater, Rhino, the B-Team, Kurt Hawkins, Apollo Crews, and Dasha Fuentes lining up behind Vince McMahon's office. They're like, look at everyone lining up. They all want a match with Brock Lesnar. Dasha Fuentes?
Yeah, she does.
She wants a match?
She's been training.
She's like,
I
I'll
like how
s-
I'm
they pick.
here, ready to go to interview everyone.
I'll suck Lesnar to submission. But
I
then,
like how they get the jobbiest
like that.
jobbers to line up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, you know what? Kurt Hawkins, you're like $1,000,000, but you know this. I think this is your time.
I love the odds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So out of Vince McMahon's office walks Jerry the King Lawler.
What?
And the announce team thinks that he's facing Lesnar at the Rumble.
Yeah. That makes
Corey
sense.
Graves goes, "Oh my God, is he going to face Lesnar at the Rumble?" And then Renee's like, "Oh, I hope so." Or like, what?
It's like,
You
no,
hope so?
Corey. God willing, he's coming back
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
taking your job. This dream team, Raw dream team we've heard about, rumored of like Stone Cold and Lawler.
Yeah.
I want that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
so
my
let's hope
God.
that's in the works. For at least one of your 30 shows you're going to have soon.
Right. And that's the last we see of Lawler. Now, granted, the show is in Memphis, but like that's it. That's all we see of Lawler.
That's it.
It's just him
What would
walking
that
out of
would
the
be
office.
great, like a JR Stone Cold and Lawler team for every pay-per-view. That you just have them. It's opposed to changing the
We'll get
teams
to news
based on the-
actually because there's actually some news about that.
Good.
But yeah. So he walks out, and then No Way Jose and his coked up conga line walk by, and Jerry's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I definitely want in on this."
Well, at first he's like, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Coke.
That's all we see. That's all we ever see of No Way Jose. He's
Yeah.
just backstage, coked up, doing his
Dancing.
shit.
He's like this. He's like, what the hell is this? Oh, Coke. Let's go.
Oh, they have Coke. All right, cool. All right, so next up, we have the Lucha House Party versus the Revival. I said we have Lucha House Party versus the Revival.
It's
I
funny how
said
you-
we have Lucha
No.
House Party
Don't do it.
versus the Revival.
Yeah. Again. And again. It's funny because you were playing that thing again and again and again.
Yes.
And if you thought
Again.
that was annoying, imagine having to watch this match again.
How many
Again.
fucking times have we seen this match?
Yes. Yeah.
How many times?
Yeah.
Good God. So Dash and Dawson bitch about getting screwed last week, and they blame the Luchas for not helping them.
Yeah.
It's your fault,
Right.
you schmucks. During the match, we go backstage where Dasha Fuentes interviews Apollo Crews, who hopes to face Brock Lesnar, but so does Kurt Hawkins. Then the camera pans to show EC3 just standing there. And there's no crowd reaction because they're not showing this on the Titantron.
They are not.
So the arena audience is not seeing any of this. So it's just really awkward and quiet.
And wouldn't you have figured they were?
Right.
Right.
But when you got no reaction, you're like, they're not even showing
Because the
this?
match is going
How
on.
many live shows have we been to where we have to sit through these cringeworthy backstage segments?
Right.
And the one that you need to show to the crowd,
Yeah.
you don't show them.
When it's like it's a 3-hour show, you don't have time to do this when it's not a match.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, let's preview a glass instead, or let's
Right.
show you 6 promos about Brock Lesnar instead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, no, you have plenty of time to show him.
Yeah.
No crowd reaction?
None.
What the? I hated this so much.
I know.
At least pump it in if you know you're not going to show it to the live audience.
Sure.
You've done it.
So Bo then says the B&B team stands for Brock. Dasha asks Heath Slater, do you want to face Lesnar? He's like, oh, heck no. I got kids, but Rhino might want to. And then we go back to the match. Dawson DDTs Metalik and goes for the pin. Metalik puts his foot on the rope, but Wilder knocks it off, and the Revival get the win. Who cares?
Who cares indeed?
They already lost their title shot.
Yep.
I guess they're going to get another one at some point, but
Sure.
again, it's like, who fucking cares?
Yes.
We go backstage again. Vince walks out of his office. Dasha tries to get an answer from him, but Vince says, I'd rather go to the ring. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So out comes Vince. Before he can talk, John Cena's music interrupts him.
Oh. You mean the greatest of all time, John Cena?
The greatest of all time, John Cena. Cena gets in the ring and mentions that Stone Cold left, The Rock left, and even the current Universal Champion left. But he's still here.
The Royal Rumble will be unforgettable because I will walk into the Royal Rumble, I will defeat Brock Lesnar, and I will become the 17-time WWE Champion. How do I know? Because I have something no other WWE superstar has. Ruthless aggression.
That was a nice callback.
It was a nice callback. He had ruthless aggression.
He did, yeah.
But now he's Hollywood soft.
No,
He didn't have shit.
he hasn't had ruthless aggression in like 6 years.
John, what you have is a horrible haircut. That's
Right.
what you have.
Right.
I think a couple things here. Well, first of all, no John Cena sucked. Like, it was very quiet.
Yeah.
Like, fans are almost like, we're done with that.
Right.
Like, which I kind of like.
Well, again, you see him so rarely now that when you see him, everyone is happy about it.
yeah. Secondly, him defeating Lesnar at the Rumble, not my first choice, but still better than probably what's going to happen. Like, I'd put that at like top 10. Like, Cena
Sure.
gets a shot at
Sure.
Lesnar and beats him and gets the 17th title, and then maybe kind of fades away and comes back once a year, whatever.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that wouldn't totally suck compared to what I
Well,
worry about happening.
I like how he said, Stone Cold left, The Rock left, but me, well, I left. But
I left
I
too.
come back. I still come back once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Because before
Like, Cena Rock comes back.
Well, it's been a few
Lesnar
years.
came back.
last time we saw The Rock
Like,
was
2 years ago.
WrestleMania,
Which one?
the one where he flamethrowered his name.
That was in Dallas.
That was in Dallas
I think he came back on Raw right when he did the whole backstage thing.
with Rusev and Lana.
Either way, it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
But I mean, before these last couple appearances, when was the last time we saw John Cena? SummerSlam?
The
Saudi.
the first
Crown
yeah,
Jewel, maybe.
no, he wasn't at Crown Jewel.
That's right.
It was the first Saudi pay-per-view. It was the first one where he fought Triple H to open the
Last time
show.
we saw him?
Yeah, April.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Which one was? Oh, Greatest Royal
The
Rumble.
greatest Royal Rumble, yeah.
He wasn't at SummerSlam?
No. What did he do? What did he do at SummerSlam?
I don't know.
No, he wasn't at SummerSlam. No. So anyways, Drew McIntyre comes out, gets in Vince's face and says, "This is what ruthless aggression looks like." And he tells Cena that he can leave just like The Rock and Stone Cold. But then Baron Corbin comes out next and he wants a match against Lesnar.
I hate to interrupt you, but McIntyre, ruthless aggression doesn't look like. Can you get out of the ring, please? Can you just leave? No, you kick Cena in the fucking face.
That's what I thought we were gonna see.
Yeah,
And then nothing happened.
That's ruthless aggression. Not, hey man, hey, do you think you just
If you can
Well,
calmly
vamos?
walk out of the ring.
It's because this was all for Finn Balor. Because then,
of course.
Finn Balor comes out and
Yes.
says, "I'm the only person out here who has ever been the Universal Champion. So put me in the match." And here's Vince's response.
And maybe one day you will again, but there's a lot of beef out here. You've got extraordinary agility, tremendous speed. You've got it all, except against Brock Lesnar. against all this beef. Friend, you're a great competitor. I don't know.
I like beef.
Yeah. So you know what?
A lot of beef here. At least 2 of these cocks are your size.
You know what Vince is alluding to here, right?
Cock size.
No.
What?
He's calling me up. Beefy Joe, main
Lot of
event.
beef.
Want to main event WrestleMania.
Beefy Joe, you out there?
Wow.
He's got the beef. Look at that beef he's
I wouldn't
got.
want him to ever say that
What?
on TV.
Where's the beef?
Like, look at the camera and go, Beefy Joe, if you hear this, call this number. You would just go, and we'd never see it.
I would die. I would be dead.
That'd be enough. That's enough, Vince. You did it.
Yep.
Bye, Jess. My life has peaked.
Yeah, that's it. I'm
Well,
done.
for any of us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, Vince.
Yeah, what's
is,
with all this beef?
Vince
Beef,
is all
beef,
about
beef.
the beef.
What is this, 1980s Wendy's commercial?
Yeah, this is.
I really thought Vince was going to be like, I don't know. Do you have the beef?
Do you
show
have
it.
the beef?
I want to see it. I want to see it. Let me show me that. Show it. Whip it out.
Cena like pulls a tomahawk steak out of his jeans.
So
Yeah.
you're going, I think Finn Balor's going to win this. And then when the gender thing happens, you confirm Finn Balor's going to win. tonight.
Absolutely.
So Balor tells Vince, you never believed in me. These people do. And I know nothing I say is going to change your mind. So how about I show you? Remember when Stacy said to Vince, I'm going to show you?
Oh, boy.
So Balor gives Vince a great lap dance.
Yes.
No, Balor attacks Corbin. McIntyre headbutts Cena. And then McIntyre Claymore kicks Balor and Cena. And Vince is like, that was impressive. And he announces a fatal 4-way match for tonight to decide who will face Lesnar at the Rumble.
Yes.
At this point, were you thinking Braun was really out? Or like maybe he'd interfere in the match?
I thought by
maybe-
now, I thought by now it's he was out. Like at first, I thought like when it first happened,
Yeah.
I thought, okay, how does he get back into the match? But
Right.
then once they did this, it was
Yeah.
like,
You're like, oh, no, he's out.
no, he's out.
Yeah.
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 I'm like, oh, they wised up and they don't want to see his 5th loss to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just loss in general to the champion in a championship match.
Right.
You just can't win these.
Right. So backstage, Mahal tells Vince he should be facing Lesnar, and Vince says, pick any one of the 4 men who were out there, and if you can beat him, you'll take his place at the Rumble.
Man, and he chose wrong.
Which by the way, Vince screwed up. He said you'll take his place at the Rumble.
Yes.
He's supposed to say in the Fatal 4-Way match.
Right.
But Mahal picks Balor because of the size thing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so we'll get to that later. Next up, the Riot Squad face off against Natalya, Bayley, and their mystery partner, Nikki Cross.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, great. Nikki's back again, right? Second kind of debut, second wrestling debut, whatever.
First
But-
on Raw.
First on Raw. I didn't like this. At least show like Ember Moon getting beat up by the Riot Squad 2 segments
Right,
ago.
yeah.
She's like, well, now who's gonna come? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Something like that to where
Yeah.
when Nikki's music hits, we're like,
They're- like the build-up.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Right.
There was no build up.
Like, I thought the best build-up that they've done in a while was at WrestleMania when the Hardys came back. Because you had the New Day come out.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, as whatever we are at WrestleMania, we can put ourselves in this, we can add to this match. And everyone's like, oh, cool, the New Day's going to
Yeah,
be
you
here.
could have also had Natalya and Bayley do that on the mic.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we found someone that just showed up.
Yeah,
You
right.
know? Any of that would have worked. But I liked when Nikki came out, Corey Graves said, you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That was very
Great.
cool. And Cole tells us that the current NXT call-ups will be appearing on both shows for now.
Huh?
So
What?
there you go.
Spoiler alert.
Oh,
They
by the
don't
way,
show up on both shows.
Notice how they haven't shown or even mentioned Lars Sullivan?
Yes.
We'll get to that in rumors.
How many people were part of the coming?
All the
Six.
ones they showed.
Six?
Six people. Yeah.
7, one's a tag team.
No, six.
No,
one's a tag
six.
team.
One's a tag team.
Oh.
I think, right?
It's Heavy Machinery, Lacey Evans, EC3, Lars Sullivan, and
Cross.
Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
Lars is the only one that hasn't shown up.
They haven't shown him or anything. They haven't
Yeah.
mentioned him. No video packages. We'll get to that in rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Nikki hits Liv with the neck breaker with Liv hanging off the top rope, and then Bayley hits the elbow drop for the win. So Bayley gets the pin here.
Not,
Yeah, why can't
not
Nikki get a
debuting Nikki?
Right.
That was I don't understand.
Let her get the pin.
Right. Why
Yeah.
And
not?
then they celebrate it with her like they're all 3 best friends.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean Nikki's supposed to be crazy. She's not supposed to.
Crazy.
And her friends are on the other show, but all right.
Her
So
friends.
Dean Ambrose cuts a backstage promo bitching that he has to defend the IC title tonight against Rollins and Lashley. And Ambrose, I think, is the only guy who became boring by going heel.
Yeah.
Like usually when they turn them heel, it's like, oh, they're interesting now.
Remember Jericho's heel turn before the list? It was so
In 2008?
boring. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
so boring.
I mean, recently, though, usually when you turn someone heel the last couple of years,
They get good.
they get interesting.
Yeah.
Ambrose is boring.
Right.
So that's upsetting.
Which Jericho heel turn was that? The one where he was just in a suit all
In
the
a suit,
time?
hypocrites.
Oh,
Short
you're-
hair.
You're all hypocrites.
Yeah.
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 That was my least favorite Jericho.
Right. I think that was everyone's least favorite Jericho.
A lot of people liked it, but not me. I don't
Actually, you know what? Singing with celebrities was my least favorite Jericho.
know. Singing with celebrities?
Like after he left WWE for a little while, the first time he was on like a singing celebrity show.
well, that's not wrestling.
Well, yeah, but it's still Jericho.
He
You
also
didn't like that character, Eric?
I did not.
he
like
also
that singing
hosted
character.
a really stupid game show that got canceled right away.
He did, yeah.
It was really-
My really though, out of everything, my least favorite character is his Fozzie gimmick.
Yeah,
God,
yeah. I hate
Awful.
that one.
awful.
pretends he's in a band. What the
I
fuck?
know, right?
So next up, we have Jinder Mahal versus Finn Balor. We've seen this match so many times in the past
So
couple
many
years.
times.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
Maybe not in a while, but still, it's been like so many times in
Yeah.
the past couple years.
At least 7 this year.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine how many times this is being played on house shows too
Oh yeah,
over the last year or year and a
Lord.
half.
So we see Balor walking backstage before the match, and Lacey Evans is seen talking to Mickie James and Dana Brooke. So she's just hanging out.
Yeah.
That's a theme, is a bunch of new call-ups hanging out backstage.
Hanging
Hanging out, chilling out.
Just
not
hanging
doing
out.
anything.
Let me know if you need anything.
Yeah,
I'm here.
just going to catering.
Yep.
Are they officially up?
I guess
Question: Do we
Yeah.
ever see them back in NXT? Any of them?
probably not.
Well,
We think this is their call up,
we just saw NXT EC3 this past week.
right?
So we do sometimes. We have, because they tape so far ahead a lot of times.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. So I'm asking if you think we'll see any of these people that they've shown back in NXT, or do you think like this is it?
I don't
They're
think
up?
so, because they obviously haven't taped anything after Phoenix, so it's only a couple more shows. So
Yeah.
no, I would say no.
Okay.
Right.
I think they timed it right in this situation.
And they even are saying like, oh, this is another one of our new superstars here in WWE. Like they're acting like they've crossed.
Yeah,
It's over.
Yes.
it's over.
It kind of sucks for.
Well, no,
Lacey
you're
Evans.
right. It's all over for them.
It's all
is.
over. That might be the last time we ever see EC3. Like that's it.
No, wait. We'll get to SmackDown. He was on SmackDown too,
Oh God.
just hanging out backstage.
Poor EC. Like they've already buried EC3.
Yeah.
He's had 7 seconds of screen time.
Yeah.
Buried.
Buried.
He's
Right.
looking in front of a mirror, like posing.
That's because he left.
What in the actual fuck?
That's because he left WWE, well, NXT, went to Impact, became the biggest star in Impact,
Yeah.
and then came back to NXT.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't like anyone.
Did you see that video? Like
tainted with Impact?
it was like on Raw or SmackDown a long time ago, where EC3 is on the show. I don't even know what his character was. I guess it was his NXT character back in the day, and he tells Daniel Bryan, he's like, "You wouldn't punch a guy with glasses, would you?" And then Daniel punches him.
Really?
Yeah. And again, he has like that big fro.
Oh, that's when he was Derek Bateman.
Derek
Yeah.
Bateman.
Yeah.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Mahal attacks Balor during his entrance, but Balor eventually wins with the coup de grace, of course.
That's it. That's all that happened.
Next up, we have Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley for the IC title.
Yeah.
Seth cuts a backstage promo before the match saying he's going to kick Dean's teeth down his throat.
Yeah.
Easy, HBK.
Yeah.
Seth and Dean team up.
Right.
Seth and Dean team up against Lashley so that they could fight each other. Seth hits Dean with the superplex Falcon Arrow and goes for the pin, but Leo Rush breaks up the pin.
All right. No disqualification.
In the end,
Yeah.
Ambrose and Lashley hit the Doomsday device to Seth, but Rollins no-sells it
Yeah.
because he lands on his feet. You still got clotheslined,
Yeah. Right.
like off the top rope.
Even Graves was like, "Oh, he kind of landed on his feet, I think."
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Like,
doesn't mean your neck didn't get squashed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rollins goes for the curb stomp, but Lio Rush pulls down the top rope, sending Rollins to the outside. Lashley then spears Ambrose and pins him to become the new Intercontinental Champion.
So
New.
yes.
Don't say
No,
that
I'm
in
just
an
kidding.
exciting way.
Yeah.
kidding.
So let me
wait,
ask
no,
you
it
a
was.
question. Why?
Yeah, did you guys see this coming at all?
Let
No.
me ask you a question.
Go on.
Huh?
Joe, let me ask you a question. The fuck?
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
Why is Gamora?
Yeah. That's
Touche.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. You know that line was improv, right?
Why not? Is that right?
It was. It was
What?
improv.
There's no way.
It is.
I don't believe that.
Look it up.
okay. Anyways, Avengers talk aside, Lashley is the new Intercontinental Champion, guys.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I
Look,
guess.
no, it's relevant because if I could, snap.
Great.
Lashley
Bye,
would be
Lashley.
gone.
Snap Lashley away.
You'd have Leo Rush be like, Lashley, no. And then Leo Rush, and then he's gone.
So where does Ambrose go from here? We know where Rollins.
Exactly.
We know
Where does Lashley go from here?
we know where Rollins goes from here.
Right. So does
Was the IC champ, but I mean, like, where does Ambrose go from here?
he try to get back his title? Is he still
no,
Bane?
No rematches, except you can get
Is
a
he-
rematch.
Is he still?
Is he still Bane? Is that what you said?
Is he still Bane?
He is still
Does
Bane.
what happens to
Wait,
Seth?
wait,
Does
wait.
Dean get his rematch? Is he still Bane? These questions and more
You
next
guys,
week on
you
Raw.
guys totally missed it. It was failed opportunity. I was like, is he still Bane? One of you should have been like,
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course not.
He's still Bane. He still had the jacket.
yeah.
He still had the jacket this week.
All right.
I think Dean maybe gets one title shot next week, a rematch.
Heel?
Heel,
Just
heel?
heel? No, you don't get automatic rematches. You have to earn it now.
Yeah, you have to earn it, Joe.
You can still earn it,
Yeah.
but
So who does Lashley feud with now?
who gives a fuck?
Elias?
Elias. Again.
Again.
Oh, that would be good for Elias to take it off of him.
It would.
I'd be okay with this
Not
feud
that they'll do it.
opening back up again as long as Elias ends it with the title.
In 2 weeks at the Rumble?
Yeah.
He's going to have a 2-week reign? No way.
Do we
Yes.
do we know how long of a contract Lashley signed?
6 minutes. So it's
I don't
up.
know. He debuted the night after Mania, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a year. No, I don't know. I don't know. But Lashley's the champ, whatever. Backstage, a stagehand walks into Alexa's locker room, and he knocks a bunch of times, but she doesn't say anything. But he walks in, and we see Alexa's naked back, and then she turns around. She's covering her boobs with her top, and she yells at the guy and tells him to put the latte on the table, and there's like some cream involved that he spills.
And then we realize it's 1998.
For a brief moment.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
also another thing on SmackDown. You're
But,
like, what's
right.
going on here?
Yeah, that was nice.
What's going on? This is amazing.
It shows that they're very desperate for ratings.
I'm a red-blooded American male.
Yeah.
I like what's going on here.
They're very desperate for ratings. They're going a little Attitude Era-ish.
Ish.
We're not seeing hot lesbian action yet, but maybe in the future we'll see some
I thought we saw some on SmackDown.
Calm down, Bischoff.
a little bit. Yeah, a little
Little
bit.
bit.
If you're into that kind of
Action.
porn with violence. So next up we have a moment of bliss. Alexa comes out. She reveals that in 5 weeks at the Elimination Chamber
in Houston.
in Houston, Texas, 3 teams from Raw and 3 teams from SmackDown will compete inside the chamber, with the winners becoming the first ever WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
So that's cool that we'll get to see that, I guess.
Yes.
Hopefully it'll be okay. How many chamber matches will we have now?
2.
Just 2?
You think there won't be 3 maybe?
Why would there be 3? What's the third one?
Well, they had originally advertised 2.
So whichever show doesn't win the Rumble gets an Elimination Chamber
Yeah.
match to
Yeah.
decide who's
So
facing.
no title chamber matches.
That's why we knew last year that a SmackDown person was winning the Rumble last year. Because at the time the Elimination Chamber was a Raw only pay-per-view. So we were like, oh, okay. So Raw will have an
Right.
Elimination Chamber to decide who
Right.
faces Lesnar, and Reigns won that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this year it's up in the air, obviously.
Right.
Although we expect that it'll be Seth or McIntyre or
Yeah. I hope they have at least three.
Why? Why do you need 3? It's not special if you do it every match.
It's the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Oh,
Yes.
so TakeOver War Games should have been 5 War Games matches.
Jesus, yes.
That would have been fucking stupid.
God. Negative.
No, War
Nancy.
Games is like... I understand.
2 is fine. 2 is fine. 1 for the men, 1 for the women. That's fine. 2 is the max you should do.
All right. Fair enough. Both opinions have been heard.
Yeah.
And only
moving
one
on.
is right. And you know, it's kind of my nickname.
Pizza?
It's kind of my catchphrase.
Throw your computer out the window.
No, so this is the women's one. The men
Right.
one will, probably
All right,
be a
so
number 1 contender match.
3 teams from each. So Raw will have Nia and Tamina,
Oh, who cares?
Probably.
I don't even want to go through this.
Riot Squad,
Yeah,
and then Bailey and Sasha.
right.
Maybe the Iconics from
SmackDown
They
will
already
have the
said that,
Iconics.
yeah.
Mandy Rose and Sonya,
Probably.
Yeah.
and then
Asuka, Naomi. Asuka will drop the title by then.
so she can win the.
Just, you know what? I want the tag titles.
Yeah.
No, we'll see. Naomi and someone else.
Interesting.
Carmella and Charlotte.
Oh, God. No. Carmella and Naomi, maybe. They're both faces.
My prediction is still that the Huggins Boss connection are not the inaugural champion.
Oh, absolutely, because they've been saying how badly they want to win it.
Like they'll win it at like SummerSlam or something like
Right.
that. Or maybe even Mania.
Mania.
Let them have it at Mania. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm thinking
Right.
like
Could be
Riot
Nia
Squad.
and Tamina.
I mean,
yeah.
look at what they did with the
Yeah,
Smack.
probably Andrew. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, look what they did with the SmackDown tag titles. You're like, oh, look at all these great tag. Oh, Slater and Rhino won them.
Right.
Yeah,
But at
No,
least
that's exactly what's going to happen. Tamina and Nia, and then you can have the Hug and Boss connection win at Mania.
right.
But at the time, it's silly. You think about it now that it was bad, but at the time, Heath Slater was like the hottest guy in the company, kind of.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And everyone was rooting for him to win this so he can get his job back. So
Yeah.
it was fine.
It was fine at the time.
Yeah. Now you look back on it, it was silly, but at the time, it was.
It was so silly.
At the time, it seemed okay.
Yeah.
But Alexa reveals the titles, and not bad.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
right.
Not the best ones, but definitely not the worst. It's not a giant W like the other titles that they make.
Yeah,
And I like the white strap for the women titles.
yeah.
It was pretty good.
Sure.
Good enough.
Good
Good enough.
So her guest is Paul Heyman, who introduces himself. Of course, he
Yeah.
ponders who will win tonight's match to go on to face his clients. However, Otis Dozovic comes out, doing his crazy shtick, like, oh yeah. I love when he raises his left arm. It's like very old school, like, oh yeah. And he looks at Alexa, he's like, pretty lady. And he's about to, and then he also yells, I'm coming! Which is amazing. And we know what he's doing. We know what he means by I'm coming.
Yeah.
And then Tucker Knight comes out to bring him to the back. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Like he's almost like as if he's sleepwalking. I'm sorry, guys. No, Otis, no.
He gets a rolled up newspaper.
Like, is
I
this
honestly-
of mice and men? Like, no,
look,
Lenny, come on.
I agree.
Come
It was
on.
weird, and they did a lot of weird stuff with the calls, but I was laughing my ass off for this.
Yeah,
I fucking love Dozovic.
I guess.
right.
I do. I love him. Especially when he just randomly raises his arms and yeah. It's so funny to me.
I mean, it's funny
What a
because it's
fucking
bad, though.
I thought it was funny. I don't know. Again, it's
Like, interrupt Bliss and Heyman?
Yeah.
It's just weird.
You never introduced me to your brother Mark Pisano.
Yeah, I know. Good job.
oh my
Marky
god,
Mark.
because I like a wrestler.
Oh my god.
Hey, how many wrestling shirts did you buy in 2018, Eric?
What does that have to do with it?
Yeah,
What do you mean? What does that have to
Well, at
do
least
with
keep
it?
it relevant. make fun of something that
Mark
he had
he's
a
a Mark.
comment
You
on.
buy the most wrestling shirts.
Andrew's like, oh yeah, Eric, you're bald.
That's your thing,
Good
Joe,
comeback.
not mine.
Good comeback.
I've never made fun of your baldness. That's all Joe.
I've made fun
Make
of
sure
your
to,
baldness. It's beautiful.
make sure to tweet us so you can find out what awkwardness tastes like later.
So
Anyway,
For the main
Awkwardness
event,
and
love you
tension.
guys. Main event.
We
Oh yeah,
have-
there's a match at the end of this.
Oh, we're still doing a podcast.
Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre versus John Cena versus Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Cena hits Balor with an AA off the second rope. Corbin throws Cena out of the ring and goes for the pin, but Balor kicks out
What?
of an AA off the second rope.
Holy shnikes.
Hated that.
Yeah.
Hated that. Cena needs to just go to the punch from now on. He's like, huh? Pop. Dead.
Dead.
Yeah. Corbin grabs a chair and goes to town on everyone. In the end, Cena hits Corbin with an AA. McIntyre hits Cena with a Claymore kick. Balor then DDTs McIntyre, hits Cena with the coup de grace and gets the win.
Good for Balor.
After the match, Cena gives Balor his vote of confidence, and they shake hands.
And hug and cry.
Yeah, Cena starts
Kiss.
getting on the mic like, hey, everybody, we did it. We're going to fight Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble.
What's all this we shit?
Yeah, like, get out of there, John. You lost.
Yeah.
You're John the loser Cena lately.
Well, yeah,
Leave.
they're acting like it's still a big deal to beat Cena, but everyone beats Cena.
Everyone
Everybody
beats
does.
him.
You know?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Like Nakamura did that.
Like 70-year-old men beat him in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
In, 20,
like big pay-per-views.
in 2017, Nakamura beat Cena on SmackDown.
Yes.
And then Cena was like, congratulations,
Yeah.
you go beat Jinder Mahal. And then he didn't.
He loses to Owens. He lost to Daniel Bryan. He loses all the time.
He loses to Undertaker in 2 minutes.
Two
Cena's
minutes.
vote of confidence is like a fucking kiss of death. Hey, man, I believe in you. Oh,
Ah,
fuck.
damn it.
Now I'm going to lose.
Everyone kicks out of the tombstone except for John Cena.
Yes.
So here's the question. Do we see the Demon at the Royal Rumble, and is this the Demon's first loss?
On the main roster.
Correct.
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Why would he not
Why wouldn't he not
exactly.
be the Demon?
Like, oh, this is my hardest match yet?
Yeah.
Leave the Demon at home.
Yeah, fuck that
What's
guy.
that? I'm going to be the Demon for a squash match against Baron Corbin? Yeah, well, he's tired. You know I talked to him. He's not ready.
I want
Yeah.
the paint to be like super fresh. And like he does like a belly to belly on Lesnar, and then Lesnar just has like black paint all over him for the rest of the match. That'd be kind of funny.
Right.
Maybe he'll beat the Demon out of Balor.
And he just washes him. He's like washing all the paint off.
He
Like,
can't
no!
and then like
Yeah.
rubs
Yeah, like
him.
that's what Orton did to Hardy a month ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Wipe
Yeah.
the paint off. Not so good.
So yeah, Balor versus Beast at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
The Beast versus the Demon.
Everyone's wanted to see this.
Yeah.
Any chance Balor wins?
At WrestleMania, maybe. No.
You mean if it was WrestleMania?
You know, I'll say there's a 50% chance Balor could win.
50%? That's a coin flip.
He either wins or he doesn't.
Oh, God damn it, Eric.
You idiot. Here's the thing.
10%.
Here's the thing.
10%.
Does this main event the show?
No.
Then
And he's
Balor
not
has
winning.
0% chance.
0%.
He's gonna beat Lesnar for the title in the middle of the pay-per-view.
Well,
And what does that mean for WrestleMania?
Didn't that happen
Doesn't make any sense.
at Royal Rumble in San Antonio?
What?
Styles and Cena, didn't that title change hands?
Yeah, but that's
That's
Styles
Cena.
and Cena. I'm talking about Lesnar.
middle of the show.
But that's John
Lesnar-
Cena getting
but
the 16th title.
But
Who
you know
cares?
how they treat Lesnar. You know what I mean? Like, it's Lesnar. If it main evented, I would think he has a shot. Now, Daniel and Brock main evented Survivor Series.
yeah, but
And that wasn't a Survivor Series match.
but Lesnar,
And Brock's the one.
Kane, and
Right.
Strowman didn't main event
no, they did not.
in Philly.
Because Lesnar retained. I'm saying the only way
Oh.
Balor wins is if it's the main event, because that would
Right.
be the big moment. But again, it's like, if you want Balor to win the title from Lesnar, have him win the Rumble and then beat Lesnar at
Yes,
Mania.
exactly.
So,
And hey, this could never be match.
right.
And then give us the satisfaction of letting us see it.
Yeah.
Now,
then we would-
granted, I imagine we'll all still be rooting for Balor to beat Lesnar at the Royal Rumble.
course.
Just, to hope.
Just to be disappointed.
Come on, Lesnar.
Again.
Fight Cormier already. What the fuck?
Again.
Fight Cormier.
Go somewhere else.
There have been reports that he still hasn't paid his UFC fine or the Las Vegas fine. They said he still hasn't paid it, so he still can't fight.
Really?
It seems like it was all a ruse just to get more money from Vince,
Probably.
unfortunately.
Oh, well.
So he's going to be in WWE forever.
Fuck.
Then, now, and forever. So on to SmackDown. We start things in the parking lot just like Raw, except this time we see Becky Lynch pulling up in an SUV. The crowd is so hot for her. They're chanting, Becky, Becky.
It was the Austin 316 truck, right? I believe.
It
No.
was just an SUV.
Yeah.
Just an SUV. Kayla Braxton asks her if she's ready for Asuka, and Becky's like, "The fuck you say?"
What bitch?
She says, "I think you know the answer, but I'll go answer in the ring anyway." She tosses Kayla her keys, but Kayla drops it, and Becky says, "Good catch."
Nice.
We then pan to see the New Day making pancakes with heavy machinery, but Otis Dozovic puts some beef in the mix, and then he drinks it. And then Becky walks up, and Otis is like, "You want a sip? Take a sip, yeah,
Yes, take some weight.
And Becky's like, "All right, I'll try it." She takes a sip, and she's like, "It's a little weak." And Otis is like, "I told you, I told you, Ducky,
Oh, beef!
And
Just give me the beef.
and like Xavier Woods and the New Day, they're all horrified.
Yeah.
Like Woods is like, "Oh no!"
Yeah,
Like,
no, he goes, oh yeah!
yeah, and he goes, "Oh no!"
Oh no! Because he's amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
He's probably the best, like, performer, like, on the show right now.
Absolutely.
Like, Xavier Woods, him not getting a push is, like, really the dumbest thing in the world.
Right.
He'd be amazing on the mic as a singles guy.
He
as
really
a
would.
heel.
I thought you were talking about Dozovic. He's like the new Eugene.
So
I
treat
mean,
him like
really,
the
he
Eugene.
is.
Yeah.
He's the new
He is.
Eugene. He's retarded, but he's funny.
It is nice that you let him eat at the table with everyone.
Yeah, he's a retard, Eric. I'm trying to get Eric to spit his water out.
You really want that?
That way, towards Joe, please. So Becky comes out to the ring. She takes some shots at Asuka. She takes shots at Asuka, mentioning that she lost to Charlotte at WrestleMania when the hype of Asuka was at its greatest.
Right.
So out comes Asuka, and she tells Becky, "You are like B, but no Sting. And after the Royal Rumble, you won't be in Charlotte's shadow, you'll be in mine." So that was a good line.
Yeah.
Good line.
You understood all that?
I had subtitles.
Did you look it up?
I had subtitles.
good.
Live subtitles, so that...
Hold on. Yeah. How did they know?
Yeah.
Well, they wrote her script.
That's great. Yeah.
the script.
They send it to closed caption TV.
Yes.
Exactly.
Just so you guys know here.
Right.
I really thought Becky, and man, she's been on Twitter. She says anything. Mm-hmm. She showed that Charlotte used Britney Spears' body recently on like a photo shoot.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
God, they photoshopped...
Charlotte's face on like a Britney Spears body.
Yeah.
WWE did that?
I think Charlotte posted it, so I don't know who did it. But Becky's like, oh, look, she's even stealing people's bodies now.
Oh, my God.
Right.
But I thought she was going to be like, I've got nothing. Like something like that. Like, no, I don't understand anything you said.
How would anyone be tricked by that? Like, we know what Charlotte and Britney Spears have very different bodies.
Yeah, but in a
That's
picture,
really bad.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess if
Well,
you
it
just...
was. Did you see the one she replied to Asuka? Like Asuka posted a picture, I guess, of like her apartment or something, and she has like the poster of like the women, naked women, with the Pink Floyd album covers painted on their backs. And Becky replied, she's like, "I am going to hit you 9% harder just for your Twitter."
Right. So anyways, the Iconics come out talking trash and say that they will be the first ever women's tag champions.
Sure.
Becky asked Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, which one of you want to step in the ring right now so the man can make an example out of you, and we have Becky versus Peyton Royce. Mm-hmm. Becky offers Peyton a handshake to start the match, but then punches Peyton in the neck. Ouch.
Yeah. Ouch.
We see Lacey Evans watching backstage multiple times. But in the end, Becky makes Peyton tap to the disarmer. Asuka gets in the ring right after the bell rings and yells at Becky in Japanese. She then yells at the Iconics, throws Billie Kay in the ring, and the ref's like, all right, fuck it, let's start the match.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Sure.
So we have Asuka versus Billie Kay. Asuka puts Billie in the disarmer and then makes her tap to the Asuka lock very quickly. And then Becky gets in the ring. They have a stare down like they're about to fight. But you know who interrupts them? AJ Styles.
Because he wants the women's title.
Yeah. Becky should have been like, you interrupted the man?
Yeah.
Excuse me? You better apologize. And AJ's like, oh, yeah? Sorry.
I'm
Sorry.
so sorry.
I'm sorry, Becky.
Please.
I'm sorry, the man.
God.
So AJ comes out. Asuka and Becky just leave. Like, that was kind of lame.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, I guess we're leaving.
Men are here.
Men are
here.
Vamoose.
Time for us to go.
Men are here.
So AJ comes
Ladies.
out, he circles the ring, but then he goes into the crowd, he goes up the stairs and into the concourse, and then back from commercial, AJ cuts the opposite promo that Daniel cut last week, saying, you can eat all the hot dogs you want. Go crazy.
Hot damn.
Eat some hot dogs.
Hot dogging it.
He starts tossing merchandise to the fans, but then Daniel shows up and they brawl. Styles tackles Daniel through a table, getting mustard all over him, and then security pulls him off, and they separate them.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's all we see from them.
That's it.
That's it, man.
Bye-bye.
Done.
Later. Backstage, the Usos are doing a photo shoot when someone hands Jimmy a present. He asks Jay to read it because he's a little bitch, I guess. I don't know. So you read it. I don't know.
Read it, bitch.
Read this sexy message that I think is from my wife to me. Like, what is that?
They're twins, Andrew. They share everything. I mean, we're not twins, and we share everything.
What do we share exactly?
Everything.
So Jay reads the note on the present, which says, "I've been a very naughty girl, and I need you to lock me up in the Uso penitentiary. Love, Mandy."
Oh.
And the present is a key to her hotel room. Jay asks his brother, "What are you going to do?" And Jimmy says, "I don't know." Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to smash!
So who thought this was going to be twin magic?
Of course.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
But it wasn't.
We'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Samoa Joe versus Mustafa Ali. Joe is walking backstage before the match and passes EC3, who is posing in front of a mirror. That's it from EC3.
That's it.
We'll see you later.
Thanks for
Posing
playing.
like a douchebag.
Well, that's
And
kind of
even
his
Joe
gimmick.
is like, you're an idiot. Like a heel.
Well,
look
maybe
down
he's
on
a
him.
heel.
You have Samoa Joe, like the coolest badass heel, going, you're an idiot.
But EC3's
Yeah.
character's usually of a heel douchebag.
I know.
Yeah.
They just made him face on NXT recently.
Just another horrible debut. Just that's it. That's
it.
his debut.
That's it.
Making faces to a mirror.
Yeah.
This is all I get.
So Joe attacks Ali from behind before the match officially starts and beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Joe throws Ali into the ring post, which Ali sells the shit out of. It was very nice, the way he sold that.
Yes.
Joe is then about to powerbomb Ali outside the ring, but the fans are cheering for it, so he throws Ali into the barricade instead. And then backstage, Kayla asks Joe why you do this, and
Why you do this?
Here's his response.
An attack? You think that was an attack? No. That was a statement. That was a declaration. You see, soon Samoa Joe will be entering his very first Royal Rumble match. And I'm winning it. And to the other 29 superstars, do you understand? What I did to Mustafa Ali, that's the exact amount of respect I will treat each and every one of you with. And soon, any man who declares himself a champion, I declare you a target, and I will hunt you down, and I will put them to sleep.
A very good promo from Joe.
Very
again.
good promo, as always.
Remember 2 years ago in San Antonio, it got to be number 30, and we're like, all right, Balor or Joe? It has to be Balor or Joe.
Yeah.
And it was Roman Reigns.
Yep. Joe debuted the next night to beat up Seth.
Next night.
Yeah.
to beat up Seth.
Yeah.
To take Seth out.
Take him out.
Take him out.
Backstage, Sonya asks Mandy, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Mandy says, "Yes, I want to ruin Naomi's life, and the best way to do that is by breaking up her marriage."
Haha.
So, excuse me, I gotta go suck some dick, and she leaves. If you'll excuse me, there's a dick with my mouth waiting for it. So next up, we have Rey Mysterio versus.
There's a dick with my mouth's name on it.
That just says my mouth along the shaft.
There's a dick with my name on it, yeah. So next up, we have Rey Mysterio versus Andrade Cien Almas. And
I loved everything about this.
But it's not Andrade Cien Almas.
Andrade
It's
Cien
just
Almas.
Andrade. That's it.
So I didn't notice this,
No,
but
it's not.
100%, I promise you.
They just said Andrade.
Andrade.
did the ring announcer say Andrade only?
The ring announcer said Andrade only.
That sucks.
You sure about that?
That's fucking
I'm
stupid.
100% sure about that.
All right, we don't need to Twitter check it right now.
I'm not,
got it.
I'm not going to Twitter.
We don't need to. I'm
All right,
saying.
all right,
All
move
right,
on.
moving on.
But yeah, Almas and Vega cut a promo early in the night, hyping this match. Ray was walking backstage, and we see Nikki Cross behind a cage, asking Ray to play with her.
Yeah.
So again, we see like everyone backstage except for Lars Sullivan.
Yep.
But the match was great. I mean, it was like
Everything
a
about
30-minute
this
match.
was
I
amazing.
think.
False finishes, amazing moves.
Yeah.
Vega, at one point, Ray went against the ropes to do his 619.
Yep.
And you saw her swipe her hand, like try to trip him.
Yeah.
And didn't get there. Like everything was amazing about this.
There was almost
him
power.
winning again,
Right.
That was amazing. 2 wins against Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Almost powerbomb Mysterio outside the ring. Mysterio jumped off the top rope and Hurricane rotted Almas
Yes.
off the apron onto the outside.
That was insane.
Yeah. In the end, Mysterio hits the 619, climbs the top rope, but Vega distracts him. Almas hits Mysterio with the hammerlock DDT with Rey's legs hanging off the top rope. That's how he beat McIntyre in NXT. And winner, Andrade.
Yeah.
Only Andrade.
Andrade.
Hold up. Play the audio. See what the ring announcer says. I want to see. Because the ring announcer just says, it only says Andrade on that thing. Like, so freaking lame. We played, let's see. Oh, there it is. Hold on.
Even the screen.
Okay, hold it up to the mic.
Yep.
I love the Cien Almas.
I do
The whole
too.
fucking point.
I rather have them said Cien Almas than
Yeah.
Andrade.
Yeah.
So if Alberto Del Rio is in WWE now, you just be Alberto.
Alberto.
Damn.
Del.
Like, it's cool saying his name. Alberto Del Rio.
That's-
Andrade Cien Almas.
That's racist.
His name is in the song. In the song, he goes Cien Almas.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sucks.
That's stupid.
Why are they overthinking everything?
Coming to the ring, Apollo.
He's one of the best up and coming guys they have.
Yeah.
They have him beating legends like Rey Mysterio. He's got a great manager. Let's fuck with it.
This is Vince going, no one can pronounce that name. Most people can't pronounce that shit. They don't know how to spell it.
Someone needs to go to Vince one time and be like, Vince, we're not morons. Enough.
Yeah.
Enough. We're not. I live in Houston, Texas. I'm your average fan. Here I am. Average fan. I'm not a moron. So stop pretending we're fucking idiots.
No, you're not
when
a
you're
moron.
doing stuff.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Security.
Like that's the worst thing you can do
Yeah.
is like
Pretend.
I hope that
act
when-
like your fans are dumb.
I hope that when Triple H takes over, he's like all about the culture and all about pushing that, with like NXT and then the UK, and he wants to go to Japan and South America and everywhere.
Right.
Like he's all about pushing the culture, which is what you should
bet he
do.
would be.
What you shouldn't do is have the Luchas come out with piñatas. That's insulting to the culture.
It is.
Like what is an Italian tag team going to come out with loaves of bread?
well, for sure.
Throwing meatballs.
Yeah,
Like a giant salami stick.
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
That's,
Jesus.
That's for a comedy show. That's for a comedy wrestling show.
Even
Yeah.
for a comedy show, that's horribly
I'm
racist.
so insulted.
yeah.
But yeah, Andrade. Sorry, only Andrade.
Get it right.
Although they went back to Apollo Crews, so maybe they'll go back.
Yeah.
I don't know. What were you saying?
Well, what's the guy? I can't think of his name. That's on Crashing.
Pete Holmes.
Pete Holmes was on Conan recently, and he's like, Italians are the only ones who you can still be horribly racist against, and nobody cares.
Right.
Like they'll come out and be like, "Hey, it's a pizza pie."
Right.
He's like, they still have characters Mario and Luigi and like all these things. He's like, nobody cares.
Yeah.
And then Conan's like, yeah, Irish people too. It's like, I'm not gonna drink, and like they just kept going down that road and going back and forth between Irish and Italian, and it's like it's so true. Italians, you can make fun of Italians and be horribly racist against them.
No one cares.
No letters
We don't care.
No one bats an eye.
because we're cool.
We don't really care. We actually find that shit funny.
Right, exactly.
No, because we have a sense of humor. Our culture has a sense
Well,
of
it's
humor.
like when people, like, on my mom's side, they're Irish, and it's like, oh, yeah, Irish, always drunk. It's like, oh, thanks, you noticed.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the beer.
pretty much. Yeah, do you have a beer?
Yeah, right? Is that a
You're like,
challenge?
hey, Eric, I knew you were coming and you're part Irish, so I brought a lot of beer. And you're like, you know what? Smart.
You know what? That's not
I'm
actually
glad
a
you
lot.
thought. I'm glad you thought. Yeah, that's not enough.
Why did you make Macho Man do Shawn Michaels' entrance?
Because he can. Look at that.
What the fuck is going on? I have to take the toys away from you children?
Maybe.
Do I have to take the toys away?
Eric, if
What is going on? Can you put the toys away, please?
Look.
It's their tag team pose.
Yes. Man, Sean and Macho.
Okay.
No, like... All right, stop.
This is what I have to deal with.
The people that listen to our podcast are going to have to watch it on YouTube this week.
Yes.
We're going to have like 10,000 hits tomorrow on YouTube.
Just to see Eric and Joe play with toys.
Hell yeah. I'm going to put it over here so everyone can see it.
Okay, so at a local hotel.
Oh, wait, I'm listening.
Yeah.
We see... yeah, there we go. Where's the Mandy pop? We see Jimmy enter the hotel room. Luckily, there's a cameraman already inside the room.
Good.
We see Mandy.
Like he's outside the room, cameraman. He opens the door to the room. It cuts to another cameraman.
There are multiple.
Cameraman.
There are multiple.
There's
cuts.
cameramen.
There's like.
What is going on?
There's 3 cameramen with like their right hand on the camera and their left hand on their cock.
Why have the guy run out of the bathroom taking pictures when there's cameras everywhere?
Exactly.
Is this supposed to be in our minds?
Hey, Mandy, SmackDown's live and everyone's watching.
Yes. Yeah.
Who is the cameraman?
And we just got you on tape admitting that this was all a farce. And so, yeah, Mandy's in a robe until she takes it off and she's in some black lingerie, but it's like conservative lingerie.
Yeah.
Like even like her bottoms especially were just like almost like wrestling shorts.
They were basically her wrestling shorts.
Yeah. So, Jimmy says we can't do this. And she's like, oh, sure we can. And then the paparazzi guy comes out from the bathroom, snaps a few pics, and then runs away. Like, oh, I'm going to go jerk off to this.
Right.
Mandy tells Jimmy, she puts the robe back on, and she's like, you think I really wanted you? I just did this for Naomi. When she sees these photos, they will destroy her life.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, the 3 cameramen are in the room too, bitch.
Yeah.
So Jimmy then says, my wife? And then he walks out the room. In walks Naomi. They fight on the floor. They even roll around on the bed a little bit.
They tussle and tussle.
Yeah, they pull each other's hair. They scissor. No. Mandy throws Naomi into a chair and runs away. Jimmy comes back to check on his wife, and that was it. What a waste this was. You know what they should have done? They should have had Oos walk in. They fuck. We go to
They fuck.
Like they're getting in the bed, and we cut to commercial, because obviously we can't see it. And then when we come back, they're both in bed with their shirt off, with the covers over. And
smoking
she's like,
a cigarette.
And she's like, oh, that was great, Jimmy. And he's like, haha, it was. But I'm Jay.
Oh.
Yes.
And then she's like,
Twin
what?
magic.
I swallowed your load. And then he's like, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary.
I guess you are down from
so
day
many,
one.
So many porns have ended that way. But, still, it would have been funny.
But when the girls were wrestling on the bed and like Mandy was kind of naked, like I hated this.
Right.
Said no one.
Yeah. Welcome to the Attitude Era. Ish.
It's weird.
Kind of. Oh, there we go, Joe. Joe's looking at feet again.
No, but it's like enough.
Enough.
No, look. It looks like it's a nipple, then it turns into a foot. Look, what the fuck is this?
I don't know. What are you doing?
And when was this?
Hold on.
No, look.
This is.
We've done a lot of good. I'll let everybody see this. Watching it.
I don't know if you can see it too well.
There it is. That was weird. When was that on TV? They're like, oh, WWE's really pushing the limits. When was that?
That was on TV?
I don't know.
Who was that even supposed to be?
A nipple.
Alexa Bliss's.
That's no. We've never seen
It's
that.
our foot.
Andrew would know.
We'd all have that saved.
Let me say it.
We don't have that.
Let me say it.
By the way, when are Mandy and Naomi having this match?
I have no idea.
That they've been setting up for like months.
Pre-show at the Rumble?
Pre-show at the Rumble, maybe.
Pre-show at the Rumble.
But they've been setting this match up for months. It's like...
Pre-show at the Rumble.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? So next up, we have the Miz's Bestie Birthday Bash for Shane McMahon. The ring is decorated for Shane's birthday with the Best in the World trophy. Miz got him 2 cakes. One of them has a picture of them holding the trophy. Miz also got Shane some new Jordans, and then he throws him a video package highlighting some of Shane's biggest spots.
Yep.
Including winning the Best in the World tournament. Mm-hmm. Shane says, I'm speechless, but I'm proud to be walking into the Rumble with you, Miz. Miz gets the crowd to sing happy birthday, but then out comes the bar talking trash. Shane says, oh, you think you're really tough, huh, Sheamus? How about you face the Miz right now? And Miz is like, I'm not in my gear. And Shane says, well, neither was I when I won the Best in the World tournament. Like, is Shane fucking with Miz here? What's going on?
That's why I think like it's the Shane heel turn that's coming eventually. That'd be kind of funny, actually. A little different. Too.
What's even crazier is I looked at my watch and I'm like, oh, wait, there's 10 minutes left in the show and they just went to commercial?
Yeah. They're like, when we come back, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
So we have Miz versus Sheamus. Cesaro gets on the apron. Shane throws him off through one of the cakes. Miz rolls up Sheamus for the win. Sheamus attacks Miz after the match, so Shane saves him. He hits the skull-crushing finale on Cesaro. And then Shane hits coast to coast with the Miz holding part of the cake up to Sheamus's face. And Shane jumps off and kicks it into Sheamus's face.
That just sounds funny.
They both hold up the trophy together. Miz is so excited. He puts some cake in Shane's face like they just got married.
Yeah.
And Shane's like, all right, don't fucking do that again, but we're still cool.
Ever.
So, again, to me, I think this is setting up to, like, them losing. And Shane's like, look, we tried it. It didn't work out. We're done. And Miz is like, but we're best. We're best. And then he attacks Shane.
Yes.
All right.
And he viciously attacks him. That's why he's acting like such a goof.
No.
He's acting so goofy.
Yeah.
Just to fool the kids for the heel turn that's coming. So that's how SmackDown ends. Raw ends with Balor becoming the number one contender. SmackDown ends with some cake. With a cake party. With a cake fight. But
cake fight.
Whatever. Let's get to some awards.
Yeah, lots of them to get out
Sure.
Lots of them.
So, who was your worst dressed?
The Bar.
Okay. Interesting. Any reason why this week they were the worst dressed?
Their leisure kind of suit.
Sheamus's hair.
Sure.
No, I'm just
Speaking of hair, I have John Cena's hair.
Oh, nice.
That hair really shows off the balding spot in the middle
Oh,
of
absolutely.
his head. It's like, ooh.
I got Lucha fuck party.
All right. Good.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Best dressed?
Before we sweep this, I must say that I had Dasha Fuentes for a while. Like, I thought she looked red hot.
Okay.
And then,
All right.
Then I had Mandy Rose.
I also had Mandy Rose.
I'm going with Alexa Bliss. She deserves.
You ass.
She deserves it.
What? It was an easy sweep.
Easy.
No. Mandy Rose in lingerie.
Yeah.
Well, technically, we saw more of Alexa.
Let me just update your notes.
Saw her
here.
whole back.
Her whole back?
Yeah.
Oh, calm down, 1910.
And she's covering her tits. No.
That's a funny joke.
Right.
I'm sorry you guys aren't turned on by Alexa, but I am.
Okay.
I love a good
you
back.
two could tag team Mandy.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Maybe next week we'll see her bare ankles.
I have Alexa all by myself. I hope so. Have you seen her ankles?
1910 Andrew. That's
Have
funny.
you seen her ankles,
They're
Eric?
pretty damn nice.
Yeah.
Worst acting?
Oh, Lord.
Asuka.
Lord?
The singer?
I had Braun Strowman.
He was bad.
Yeah. I ripped your door off.
I'm sorry, boss.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Vince.
Please forgive me.
Yeah.
I had Asuka overselling her dumb lines.
I had Corbin.
Okay.
Good.
All acceptable
good.
answers.
All acceptable.
Best acting?
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Sweep it.
Worst comment? There's a lot of beef out here. So much beef.
Yeah, the beef is so retarded.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
You know,
Balor,
I'll go
where's
with
your
that.
beef?
I'll go with that. I had Shane when he's like, you know, Miz, I look forward to winning the titles with you on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's a week early, Shane.
Right.
You could pick that. We don't have to sweep everything.
No, I want to sweep this one because the beef. Oh, look at all this! Look at all this beef.
Where's the beef, Balor? Show me your beef.
That's great.
I want to see it. Best comment?
Corey Graves said when Shane was coming out, he's like, "You think Pete Gas, Joey Abs, and Rodney ever threw a party like this?"
That's funny.
That's really funny.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I had when Dasha Fuentes put the mic in Vince's face without saying anything. He finally calls her out. He's like, "What does this mean?" He said that. He goes, "Oh, you want to comment?"
Yeah.
Like she doesn't talk. She's just like, Vince.
Yeah, but that's what they're taught to do. We know this because they all do it.
Yes.
So like,
I'm sure, but at least he's making fun of himself in a way because she's just like, "Oh, Vince is opening his door."
well, it's like when he came out to apologize for Ross sucking.
What?
Right.
Like he's like, what is he like? Looked at it, he's like, what does this mean?
What do I do?
I mean, it's
What's the beef?
it's like when he apologized for Ross sucking, but then he had Triple H, Stephanie, and Shane do it for him.
Yes, exactly.
It's your fault, Vince.
Yeah.
Is this beef?
It's your fault. My best comment was Cena doing the ruthless aggression thing again.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a cool callback.
Yep.
Even though
Okay.
he's not ruthlessly aggressive.
No, not at all.
Worst match. I had Revival, Lucha.
Yeah, same.
Sweep
Seen
that.
it
Sweep
enough.
it.
Super slow. Nia and Tamina
Versus Ronda?
versus
Yeah.
whoever they fought.
Yes.
Versus
absolutely.
whoever they fought.
And then Mysterio and Almas for best match.
Man,
Yeah.
we're sweeping the matches for
Swept
sure.
them all.
Triple sweep.
I just put Andrade versus Ray. Wow.
Wow.
Great. That was, I mean, if that was a WrestleMania match, it would steal the night.
I mean, I
Well,
felt
why
like it
don't they
was.
wait, like-
I felt like it was 30 minutes. Like it was long, and
long.
it was
Yeah.
really good.
Multiple commercial breaks, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Worst move.
Worst move?
Yeah, you got it?
Yes.
Go.
So when Balor hit the coup de grace,
Yes, on Cena.
he fell.
He
No,
stuck it.
on Mahal.
Oh.
When he did it to Mahal, it's like he fell on his belly button. He got stuck there for a second.
That was Cena. That was Cena.
Then he did it in both matches.
Oh, he did that to Jinder too?
It happened to Jinder as well,
Wait.
where he hit it and it's like he stood on top of him, like balancing for a
So
second.
you know how like he does it and then bends his knees and falls so that he's not literally a grown
I-
man jumping on your stomach?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, on this one he went "Prrrt," and then just kind of fell
I
like
wouldn't
that.
say. I wouldn't say worst move for making the move look better.
Well, it's
I don't
kind
know
of
if it
weird
looks
when you
better,
stand
yeah.
on top of him and surf for a second.
It shows how little you are when you land and stick the landing.
Yeah.
And then like you need to like hit it and fall.
It looked like it hurt more. I wouldn't say worst move.
Well,
That's my
but-
worst move too.
what's your worst move?
I didn't write anything.
Okay, well
Yes,
then.
fair enough.
Let's go with what did Nia do? Did she do a? What
Did
she do?
Nia existed? Yeah.
She did
Nia
one of
walking to the ring.
She did one of like her stupid rolls. Yeah, let's go with the Nia roll.
Yeah.
Or Nia roll.
How about worst move having EC3 like Google himself in front of
Google himself.
Google himself in front of
Google.
a mirror.
Yeah.
Who
Just like,
is
he
EC3?
well, first he gave fuck me eyes to Dasha Fuentes.
Yes.
Like, hey bitch, you ready for this?
It's
Hey,
always
hey,
it's
bitch.
always hey bitch every
Yeah.
time you guys do that.
And then when he's posing for the mirror, he's looking at himself like, hey bitch, you ready for this? Best move?
Best move?
I loved Ray's DDT pile driver thing. Hurricane Rana DDT pile driver
Yeah.
thing.
the
God, that looks
Hurricanrana
good.
off the apron?
I had that.
That's what I
He
had.
had the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had the Hurricanrana off the apron. That was
Good job,
amazing.
Ray. And again, good job, Andrade,
Andrade.
for helping him with those
Andrade.
and selling.
Worst moment.
I had EC3 in his appearances.
I had the hotel room thing.
Really?
Yeah, it was stupid.
But what about
It would have been better if, like, what we
Naked
said,
ladies.
where it's like, "Oh, I'm the other one, Gotti," you know?
I think it was really stupid that Vince removed Braun just for wrecking. I mean, like, I'm glad they removed Braun, but you
Right.
could have just said he's still fucking hurt.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Or anything.
you're
Like,
not cleared.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
was
don't
dumb.
think that's the reason though.
right.
The
we'll
reason
get
on the
to it.
show.
Yeah,
The reason on the show, I'm saying.
No, I'm saying
right.
Oh, you're saying even if
I
it
don't
was
think
fake,
the real reason is, like I'm talking about in the
No,
show.
I don't know. You're the other one. Like I think, like even if he wasn't really hurt, they should have just said he's still hurt.
That's
If
what
they
I'm
wanted
saying.
to change it. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Best moment?
I guess the women's tag titles showing up.
I had Lawler exiting Vince's office.
That's not bad.
Jerry the King.
I just had Alexa.
Alexa's back.
Alexa's back.
Yeah,
Panning.
back.
I mean, I was surprised. It was a nice surprise.
Hell of a back.
it's a nice back. Baby got a back.
Sure. All right, that's all for awards. Now time for some breaking news.
Right.
So Chris Jericho did an interview on YouTube with Chris Van Vliet. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Sure. Anyways, he told him that the 3-year contract that he signed with All Elite Wrestling was the biggest offer of his career by far.
So again, though, I think that includes ownership. I'm telling you, in these situations, to get a star like him, it doesn't have to be like 30% of the company.
10%.
Yeah,
Like a
5% would be amazing.
stake,
Right?
yeah.
If they make any money, 5% is a great stake.
Right.
10%, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's what makes it great. He actually owns part of it.
Right.
That's not what he said, but
Sure.
Well, he didn't say the details.
Well, you don't know that he owns a part of it. You can't just say that as if, like,
I'm
yeah,
not
he
saying
owns
that.
a part of it.
No, I'm saying that's what I think.
Yeah.
I'm not
Right.
saying that I know that. I didn't
Where
read
he's
the
saying it's
documents.
the biggest offer of his career.
I'm saying I think it's because
Like,
I'm
here's your
guessing-
salary, and then we're also offering you this. I mean, it's not like when Vince signed him, it's like, oh, you're gonna have a 3% stake in the company.
Well, no, but they all get stock.
Well, yeah.
But, yeah, so that's interesting for sure.
Right.
Jack Swagger's making his MMA debut at Bellator 214 on January 26th.
The All-American, American.
Yeah, but the interesting thing about this is that Swagger says R-Truth will be accompanying him to the Octagon, and he also might be performing his entrance, his walk-up music.
Right. So you think R-Truth was like his 7th backup?
I don't know, but I want to see that.
First one was like, hey, Hunter, click.
Well, yeah, but R-Truth is going to be singing his walk-up
Yeah, no.
music.
Whatever
That's
that means.
interesting.
Whatever that is.
Also, Jerry Lawler revealed that he has signed a new 2-year contract with WWE, and he will be on commentary for the Men's Royal Rumble match with Michael Cole and JBL.
Hey, Michael!
So, is the current announced team not good enough?
No.
Of course it's not.
That's an easy one.
But if it's not, I just don't understand why you keep doing this. Like,
Right.
okay, I guess it's cool, but it just makes you...
Like,
it
it's
just
good
shows
enough
everyone
for
like,
Monday
yeah,
Night
well,
Raw.
our commentary team's not good enough to do this match.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah. They know it.
I guess. Any
Yeah,
other news?
Sure.
A lot of rumors.
I think I got only rumors.
All right, let's go to rumors then.
Rumors!
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed!
So Dave Meltzer is saying that pulling Braun Strowman from the match against Lesnar was always the plan, which I don't know if I believe that, because I think Meltzer's covering for himself, because last month he said Balor would get a big push, and now that Balor got this, he's like, yeah, this is what the big push was. Where it's like, well, okay, but you didn't know that it was exactly this. But that's what Meltzer's saying, at least, that this was the plan. Why would the plan be to book a match and then change it? That doesn't make sense.
Right.
But yeah, that's what he says about the whole Braun Strowman thing. He doesn't say why. Doesn't say why he got pulled from the match. But he's saying it wasn't because of injury.
Right.
Also, according to multiple reports, Lars Sullivan was supposed to make his main roster debut last week, but he either left early or no-showed due to a panic attack. And now it's up in the air whether they're going to release him or whatever, because they're not mentioning him.
Yeah.
No video package.
There was no promo.
They're not even talking about him, so there's a decent chance they might just be getting rid of him or something. Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane after all the hype.
yeah,
Insane.
yeah. I
But shit happens.
They're acting like he doesn't exist.
Well, I mean, he's a guy you save for a Rumble debut, you know? Like this whole we trickled in some new faces.
The other big rumor was that he was going to fight Cena at WrestleMania.
Sullivan?
And beat Cena, yeah.
Oh. I'd like to see Samoa Joe fight Cena.
Sure.
That'd be a good match.
Why not? Maybe that's what they'll do now.
Yeah.
PW Insider's reporting that Fandango is training for his return at the Performance Center, so he's working his way back. And also, according to the Wrestling Observer, Kenny Omega has already turned down WWE and will be signing with All Elite Wrestling once his New Japan contract is officially over.
Makes sense.
I've got something here that there's a rumor that CM Punk was called by All Elite Wrestling and said not interested, which I think this would be a great way to take down WWE.
Right.
But,
if they could get Punk, that's the game changer. I mean,
really
Jericho's
is.
great.
Yeah, but Punk,
Getting Punk would...
everybody wants CM Punk so badly to watch him wrestle again, and you'll get to see it here, only here.
Right.
And why wouldn't he do this?
Yeah.
I'm asking.
I mean, he's obviously... He doesn't have a UFC career.
No.
I'm sorry. I know he's under contract with the
And
UFC.
forget money. Maybe he's one of those people that can live off whatever he made in the lawsuit.
Well, he said that's
wherever
why.
he-
That's one of the reasons why he quit. He was like, "Oh, I have plenty of money. I don't need to do wrestling anymore."
But still,
Yeah.
I guess he didn't love it enough to go to All Elite and be the name.
Right.
Like, be like the Hogan of All Elite.
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
Because that is literally what he would be.
That's what Jericho's going to be for All Elite. But
Yeah.
I know, yeah. That's crazy if that's true. Which, again, it's a rumor.
Well, he commentated like a couple months ago, or he commented saying like that they haven't. He was like, well, they haven't made an offer, but he said that, but that's all he said about it.
Yeah.
Well, again, this could be part of the.
I'm sure
Ruse?
they asked him. I mean,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't they ask?
But this
him?
could be part of the ruse. That would be awesome. And then he appears in like a big event.
We'll
that
see.
would be nuts.
We'll see. I think he's like main event of Mania or bust because he was so held up on that.
Yeah.
Admittedly, he said he was.
So
Right.
a hot name that we didn't mention on the podcast to beat Bobby Lashley for his Intercontinental title is the man he put out of service for
Right,
the last few
Kevin
months.
Owens.
Kevin Owens comes back as
Sure.
a face
Right.
to beat Lashley. That would be pretty amazing.
It would.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Seriously. What do you got, Eric? Anything?
Yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley on his podcast, he's under the impression that All Elite Wrestling is going to reach out to Zack Ryder. He thinks he's going to get the call from Cody. He said, I'm sure he'll continue to be paid and make a decent living and be able to collect his action figures that he spends an ungodly amount of money on. So if he wants to stick around and stay and just make that money, that's fine. But if he wants to be make comparable money and get out there and wrestle and be the version of Zack Ryder that he knows he can be, then he can be the real true Z Long Island story or whatever.
I don't see downside for Ryder. He doesn't make that much WWE. I'm sure All Elite can match or even say, we'll give you 20 more %.
Well,
Yeah.
if Jericho's getting the most money he's ever made, maybe they,
I'm
Right.
sure. What did we looked it up? He's making like 400,000 or something like that. Like
Yeah,
they can
that's-
pay him that for sure.
Yeah.
He'll wrestle on TV, and if he becomes super popular, Vince will bring him back. Like Vince is going to want to steal people from All Elite,
Right.
That become super popular.
Of course, he
And
tried
Zack
to.
Ryder-
I mean, according to the rumors, and I believe it because why wouldn't he? But if he tried to stop All Elite, he offered Cody and the Young Bucks and all of them contracts.
Huge
Yes.
contract.
And if they took it, All Elite Wrestling wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So, yeah. Of course, they would offer
Yeah.
contracts, but it makes sense. I mean, him and Cody and Zach are good friends, right? So
Yeah.
it would certainly make a lot of sense.
Right.
Hopefully, he does it. You'll be on TV, Zach.
Yeah.
You know.
Your one match that your
Right.
one appearance you had.
I just wish his dad or whoever his manager is, I'm assuming it's his dad, tells him, "Hey, you should do this. This is a smart
Right.
move."
I think there's a good chance it is his dad.
Probably.
There's so many videos where his dad's on the road with him.
It's his best friend.
Yeah.
Because he seems like, I mean, you see all the toys that he buys. He's not saving money, obviously.
No,
Toys don't cost that much. Come on, if he makes $400,000, you can buy all the fucking toys you want.
Eric, you buy all the toys you want.
That's true, but he buys way more. Like, so he was at Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
He had like 5 humongous bags with him. So
You had
that's
6.
one day.
You had 6 at Comic Palooza.
So what? He spent $500. If you make a lot of money, you could spend money on stupid toys.
That's funny. Anyway,
Anyway,
any more trivia or any more rumors?
I hope so.
Yeah.
No, no more rumors. Trivia time.
trivia
All
time.
right, let's talk Rumble.
Let's talk Rumble.
Which Rumble winner eliminated the least amount of superstars?
Can we
Stone
get-
Cold Steve Austin?
The least amount of
No,
superstars?
he always eliminates a
know.
shit ton.
Yeah.
How many? What's the number? Can we get the number? Or is that the next question?
It is not the next question, but I think maybe it's a giveaway.
How? Is it? What is it? 2?
1.
It's 1. Okay, because I was gonna say Triple H, but he eliminated Reigns and Ambrose, so it's not Triple H.
When he came into that match, was it just them left? Or was it another person?
No, there
a
was
fourth
someone
person?
else.
Yeah.
Someone else in there.
I'm just curious. Yeah.
Oh no! Well, no. There were other people. Yeah,
There were other people.
but they got eliminated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Randy Orton?
No, it's
Bat-
way more obvious. than
Batista.
that. No, way more obvious.
Way more obvious.
Yeah.
Undertaker?
No, you're just naming wrestlers.
That's true, because we're out of...
Was he a number 30?
Only one winner has only eliminated one person, the last person to win the Royal Rumble. And that person was
What?
I really thought I had a second trivia question ready to go. I thought you guys would be like, "Oh yeah, obviously Vince McMahon." Give me another trivia
Oh,
question.
of course.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Yeah, that's almost like a trick question.
It almost is, but I was trying to give you the.
Yeah.
All right, you want to hear the other one?
Yeah.
Give you guys redemption.
Yeah.
All right. Who has spent the most time in a match without eliminating someone in the history of the Rumble?
The most amount of time in a match without eliminating someone. How did you even find this?
Vince McMahon?
I've gotten better at finding trivia.
Vince McMahon?
No, this person who's gone the longest without eliminating
And
anyone.
he didn't eliminate anyone. He ended
Correct.
up not eliminating anyone.
Yeah. Not eliminating
So someone
anyone.
could come in the match and spend a minute and get eliminated. So that would be a minute where you didn't eliminate someone,
Yeah.
right? So who spent the longest time in one Royal Rumble and not eliminate anyone? This is hard. I'll admit. I was
Yeah.
surprised. I'll give you the year because I think that helps.
All right.
And I believe it was 2017.
2017. So
So
that's
2
San
years
Antonio.
ago.
That's the San Antonio Rumble we were at.
We witnessed this happen.
Did Jericho not eliminate anyone?
He did,
Okay, so it's not. Because Jericho was in it the longest.
right? Yeah, Jericho eliminated people.
Who's also in there for a long time? That's so weird.
He came in at number 8.
Number 8.
Dolph Ziggler?
Was in the match
No.
for 47 minutes and never had a single elimination.
Wow.
If you hear the name, you're like, I can see that. So think of like someone who can be in the match that long,
Yeah, I know. I'm trying
where
to,
it's like, oh yeah, that's legit. Like, let's see, Jericho was in the match for an hour, but he eliminated only 2 people, so it wasn't very many. So good job on
who's
that.
like in, because obviously Balor was not in the Rumble, so it's not Balor.
No.
Number
That's
8.
insane. You know what?
47 minutes.
Dean Ambrose was in this Rumble for 26 minutes with 0 eliminations
Huh.
Because
and then
Brock
just was
came
like-
in and
or Brock,
eliminated
yeah,
so
yeah.
many people.
in like a
Yeah.
second.
Right. These are tough.
The Miz was in this match for 32 minutes and eliminated 0 people.
Wow.
Good
This is
guy
an
or
interesting
good guy or
match.
bad guy? Is it hard to tell?
I think at that moment, good.
Good.
Yes, at that moment in time.
So he's changed.
He's changed. Yeah.
He's changed. There's not many people. Oh God, this is really tough.
And they're still there.
Still there.
Can I look at the Rumble? No, because that would.
No, yeah, that'll give away. Because I said it was number 8. Medium-sized guy. Face then, heel now.
Shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hasn't been on TV in a while.
Oh, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. Man, I stumped you guys twice tonight.
Yeah.
I just said Sami Zayn.
That's that's a huge win.
It is. All right.
Oh wow, Royal Rumble.
What's next?
Getting excited. What's next?
What's
Any fan
next?
questions?
Any fan
Andrew?
questions?
Yes.
Well, good job.
Thanks.
Good to know you can put it up and 5 minutes before the show is recorded.
Well, that's
Still get-
usually I posted right at 9 p.m. anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gabriel Ballin, choose your sacrifice. Yes, kicks to the head by Brie, and you get Nikki Bella. So I guess you have to get kicked in the head by Brie, and then you get Nikki Bella.
Yes.
Or
yes.
you get Alexa Bliss for one night after you spend a week with Nia Jax.
No, what, one kick versus a week, or 5 kicks?
So I guess you have to bang Nia Jax for that whole week.
I don't think that's not what it says.
I think
not
that's
what
what
it
it
says.
means.
You have to be best friends.
No, I don't think that's what it means. You have to bang Nia for a week to
That's
get
tough.
Alexa
I
for
really
a
like
night.
Alexa, but I think I would take the 5 kicks right to the skull.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll remember being with Nikki. You guys?
You get the kicks and then you immediately go to Nikki? Because, like, what if you're like, oh, my dick don't work.
Well, Liv,
My dick don't work.
My brain.
Liv survived them, so I think we could.
What about you, Eric?
I think I would
Who
go.
you fucking?
I think I'd go with Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Andrew, take out the sex with Nia.
of course, Alexa.
Alexa?
Yeah. I'd choose Alexa over Nikki for sure. Andy Piccone, Pushfire Berry, Raw, SmackDown, and Adam Gase's press conference. Fuck you, and
Moving on. Moving on.
fire Adam Gase. Fire him now.
Fire.
Good Lord.
Please.
Millen Parmer, thoughts on the new Smash Bros. Ultimate? Who is your favorite character to play as? So, do you have a Switch?
I do.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Doing his Adam Gase impression. Do you have the new Smash?
I do.
And what do you think?
It's good. There's a lot of cool characters on there. It looks great.
Who's your favorite character to play as?
I was like using Mr. Game & Watch.
Okay, so like a character people know.
Yeah, who did he say?
Mr. Game & Watch?
Who's that?
I
If
don't
he
know what
plays
that
Smash Brothers, he's...
Well, there's like 100 characters
They did
now.
changes.
You have to come to my house and
Other
play
than
it
that,
next
I use Toon Link is my number
Okay.
2.
Oh, Toon Link.
Yeah.
Amelie has it too, so I've played a little bit of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
And I've always I have the original on N64.
Yeah.
which only has like 8 characters or 10 because
Yeah.
you unlock 2. But I always play as Donkey Kong, and in the newer games, Donkey Kong really sucks.
Yeah.
But they have Sonic in the game, which I love Sonic. You have
Right.
you have Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. He's
Yeah.
awesome as well.
Nice.
But yeah, it's a good game. I just don't the Switch. I don't know. It's too handheld, and I don't like the controllers.
Really?
It's really
See, I have a
weird.
GameCube controller for mine.
That's good.
So does Matthew.
That's good. Yeah. Michael McNeil Gorin, who would win in a Twitter war, Becky or Ciampa? They're both the best right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Becky, I think. I think she can be more
I'll go with Becky.
brutal. You know
Really?
what I mean? I think the woman can be more brutal, like brutal.
Brutal.
Okay.
He can't be like, nice cunt. But she can be like,
Ciampa,
nice dick.
Ciampa brags. Becky, like, puts it out there.
Oh, so does Ciampa. Ciampa did, but yeah, I
No,
guess
it'd be
Becky's.
I saw that earlier. I think it would be an amazing war. I'm just giving the edge to Becky.
Yeah.
But who
Yeah.
the hell knows? Hopefully it happens someday.
I want to see it.
I want to see it.
Andrew Frailinger, Pushfire Berry, surprise Rumble entrance, RVD, Batista, and The Rock.
Push the Rock,
Fire.
Barry, Batista, Fire RVD. I don't see RVD anymore.
I'll switch the RVD and Batista.
Yeah, I
but
don't care
push
for
The Rock.
Batista.
Fair.
A lasagna enthusiast for Pushfire Berry, EC3 Heavy Machinery, and Lacey Evans.
Hold on a minute. With BC, with Batista kind of in Hollywood now and successful, like you'd rather hear RVD's music hit than Batista's at the Rumble?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, he's not going to win it this year.
I know that.
And Batista is too?
Batista won't.
No, I'm saying Batista's not going to win.
No,
it.
I don't care about that. I wouldn't want The Rock to win it either.
Yeah.
All right. What was your next question? Sorry.
Hold on.
Live.
Pushfire Berry, EC3 Heavy Machinery, and Lacey Evans.
Pushy C3, Barry
Clearly.
Heavy Machinery, and Barry Lacey Evans.
Fire.
No, you got to
Lacey
fire
Evans.
one.
Fire Lacey Evans.
I guess I love Lacey Evans, so that's a hard one for me. The
Yeah, I don't
toss-up
wanna
between
fire
her and
any
Heavy
of them.
Machinery. Yeah,
Yeah, why?
but you have to.
Why'd you make me do that?
Right.
You have to.
Fine, fire EC3. I think they already ruined him anyway.
Yeah.
So, the
Fire
good
him
thing-
so we don't have to see it. Right.
You know what the good thing is?
Fire
now?
Bobby Roode right now. I don't
You know
wanna
what
see
the
him
good
win.
thing is now? We can fire anyone we want because that just means we can send them to All Elite Wrestling.
Boom.
Now
wait
you
to
have to
see
change
them.
it. You have to change it to push fire end their career.
Yeah.
And then it's like, ooh, that's tough. Yeah, send him to All Elite Wrestling.
Push Barry All Elite Wrestling. That's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's all for the show.
That's a show.
That's it. That's all.
Great sound. Drinking water, like gulping it on
Yeah.
the microphone.
You want me to get a little bit closer for
well
this one?
done. Well done. No, don't. It's like the worst sound. Stop. Our listeners are running away.
Next week.
Yes.
You know, we have to do next week.
Rumble predictions.
The thing we all suck at.
Yes.
And thank God.
Except for Eric, because he's going to win
I'm
back
awesome
the
at it.
title.
I'm
Thank
awesome
God
at
that
it.
we all suck at Rumble predictions because that sounds like hashtag and still.
Hashtag and new.
Look, I picked the Rumble.
Hashtag look at this.
I picked the Rumble winner last year. I picked Nakamura and Asuka. I did that.
Oh, get the.
I won last year's
Actually,
Rumble
both
prediction.
of you picked Nakamura last year. And I was
What,
like,
for
what?
both of
Huh?
them?
What? You both picked him, and then, of course, he won it.
I picked Asuka too.
I
looking at
won
the
last
betting
year's
odds,
Royal
you
Rumble
sons of
prediction.
and
sheet.
I won the year before.
Who cares? That was
And
2
I'm
years
the
ago.
champion.
Stop living in the past, Eric.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
both living in the past. Who's the champion
one.
right now? Who's always the champion?
Some loser.
Let's not get
All right,
crazy.
let's end this before his head swells
And I'm
up.
coming after
Too
the
late.
NXT title, and it's gonna be mine.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm glad you're
Sure.
accepting that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bianca,
I'm
you have-
throwing my name. I am declaring myself.
You've already officially said
Eric,
Liz
shut
and
the
Shane.
fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Listen to me, Andrew. I'm taking your title away.
See how he treats you? This is how
I
he
am
sees you.
declaring myself for the NXT podcast prediction sheet.
And I have all the control.
Hold on.
Only my microphone's on.
You son
And
of a
I will win!
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. See, Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every circle's loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric, yeah, we'll push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Always kill
Lashley.